Tonight on this special presentation of NewsWatch 12 Skilled to Work, we're taking a closer look at the need for skilled workers in our community.
These high demand jobs pay big bucks, and we're going to show you how much you can make.
Everybody has this college dream and they get debt and then they go to work at some job that they end up not loving.
Plus, most of these jobs don't require a four-year degree. We'll explain the different pathways out there if a four-year college isn't right for you.
This is a special presentation of NewsWatch 12, Skilled to Work, a closer look.
High school students are often pushed to college, but there are other great professional opportunities. Thanks for joining us for NewsWatch 12's Skilled to Work special. I'm Ashley Hall.
And I'm Brian Morton. Many students believe that a four-year college degree is the only pathway to success. Well, that's one reason for a severe shortage of skilled workers throughout our community. And over the next 30 minutes, we're going to break down that shortage, how it's impacting our community as well, and we'll show you the career outlook for trade industries. You'll see the links local businesses are going to get skilled workers, and we'll provide you with the resources available in our region to teach and prepare students for careers in the trade industry. Right now, 80% of construction firms say they're having a hard time finding workers. It's a similar story across most trade industries. The U.S. currently has more open jobs than there are skilled workers, and the issue comes from more Americans going to college and taking white-collar jobs. At the same time, baby boomers are retiring at a high rate. In 2018, there was an average of 5,000 job vacancies in the Rogue Valley, and of those jobs, only 200 required a bachelor's or advanced degree. Most required a high school diploma or a certification.
And these jobs are only expected to grow in the coming years. Oregon's Employment Department tracks industry projections through the year 2027, and it's broken down by region and industry. Now, during the next 8 years, most trade industries are expected to grow. We have a breakdown for you of some of those projections. Now, natural resources and mining will likely add a lot of jobs over the next 10 years. It's an industry that includes logging. In Jackson and Josephine counties, there could be an increase of more than 800 jobs. In Klamath County, there will likely be an increase of at least 200 jobs here. And Curry County is grouped with Coos and Douglas counties projections. These three counties are expected to see a large increase in natural resources jobs, about 160 new ones. Now, construction is expected to see the most growth of any industry between now and the year 2027. In Jackson and Josephine counties, expect more than 1,300 new jobs over the next 8 years. In Klamath County, expect to see nearly 200 new construction jobs. Curry, Coos, and Douglas counties should see a combined growth in construction jobs of about 510 over the next 8 years. And manufacturing is another trade sector expecting a lot of growth over the next decade. Nearly 1,000 new jobs in Jackson and Josephine counties alone. There's slower growth in manufacturing expected for Klamath and Lake counties, with only about 20 newly created manufacturing jobs. And Curry, Coos, and Douglas county projections have a growth of about 250 manufacturing opportunities. Now, California's projections are between the years 2014 and 2024, and they say that construction workers are among the fastest growing occupations in the Siskiyou County region. Construction is expected to grow by more than 1,000 jobs in a 7-county region along the Sierra Nevada.
And these jobs are paying well too. The U.S. has 30 million jobs that pay an average of $55,000 a year, and they don't require a bachelor's degree. The Oregon Employment Department recently released a list of the top 15 high-wage and high-demand jobs in Southwest Oregon. None of them require a college degree. The job with the most demand on the list is truck driving. The jobs ranked 5 to 10 for high demand and high paying include machine feeders, maintenance and repair workers, loggers, forklift operators. The jobs with the lowest pay on the list, a construction laborer at $16.61 an hour. That still works out to about $35,000 a year. And the highest paying job on the list is an electrician. They can expect to make nearly $29 an hour. All of these jobs are projected to have hundreds of openings in the next 8 years. In the Rogue Valley, these trade-based employers have been starving for quality employees for years. As you just saw in the projected industry growth, construction jobs are expected to grow everywhere in the next decade. Construction is one trade that anyone can join as an entry-level worker, make above minimum wage, and see career growth.
When demand exceeds supply, there's always going to be opportunities. And that's what we're facing not only in our company, but nationwide.
Russ Botzer, one of the owners of JB Steel, says he could easily hire 30 more workers right now. Right now, there are more than 5,500 current openings in construction throughout the state of Oregon. That's according to the Oregon State Employment Department. And demand is exceeding supply of workers, which creates opportunities for young graduates looking for their next move. Construction laborers in Oregon make an average of $39,000 a year. There are about 124 job openings in this industry each year in the Rogue Valley. You don't need a degree. People with a high school diploma have more of an advantage in that particular industry.
The trucking industry is experiencing a severe shortage of drivers. As the demand for drivers goes up, so do the salary and benefits. Ashling Truck Academy is in White City. It's a 4-week training program. Interested drivers can get a commercial driver's license. The owners say most of their students get hired immediately after graduating. One of the owners is Kathy Williams. She's had her commercial driver's license since 1999. She says now is a great time to apply for an entry-level position.
The demand is huge. We've been experiencing a driver shortage for several years now, but as the baby boomers are retiring, shortage is getting worse and worse, and we don't have enough younger people that are interested in coming into the market.
She says one reason, the misconceptions about the industry. There's a quick turnaround with getting hired with a trucking company after you finish training. She says the shortage of drivers is so severe, some are getting hired before they finish school. Now, truck drivers in Oregon make an average of $47,000 a year. There are about 200 job openings in the industry right now in the Rogue Valley. You don't need a degree, but you usually do need some post-high school training.
Employment of plumbers is projected to grow by 16% between now and 2026. That's according to the Department of Labor. While job openings are up, not enough young people are stepping in to fill them. Accurate Plumbing Solutions in Medford is experiencing this firsthand. The owner says he hasn't had a new apprentice in years. He thinks more outreach needs to be done in high schools to show kids that becoming an apprentice in a skilled trade will lead to good wages and stability.
Your job's never going to disappear. You know, in the trades, you're always going to need plumbing, you're always going to need electricity, you're always going to need those trade works. And it's really guaranteed for quite a long time.
Now, Carlson says to become a successful plumber, you have to graduate high school and apply for an apprenticeship program. Then you can work your way up through a company. Otherwise, you'll stay at a labor position. Plumbers in Oregon make an average of $74,000 a year. There are about 43 job openings in this industry each year in the Rogue Valley. You don't need a degree. People with some post-high school training usually have an advantage in that job market. Like plumbing, many jobs in the trade industries offer apprenticeships. These allow you to get paid while you're getting trained.
Successfully completing an apprenticeship often gives you an advantage in that career field. From ironworkers to roofers, there are all different kinds of apprenticeships available in our region. To become an apprentice, you usually need a high school diploma or GED, a C or better in math and science, reliable transportation, and you need to be at least 18 years old. A local electrical apprenticeship program wants high schoolers to know there are paths other than a typical four-year college degree. The Crater Lake Electrical Program offers a variety of programs that end with a great job. In recent years, the program cut down its curriculum from 5 years to 4. That way apprentices can get in the workforce sooner. Students work 40 hours a week for a local contractor while taking classes. The program does not get many applicants fresh out of high school. A membership representative says most of the applicants got a college degree, started working, and realized they wanted to work with their hands.
They want something where they can see the fruits of their labor. They want to be able to do something and go, yes, I look back at that building and I did that. I installed those lights, or I did this, or I helped build this facility, or what have you.
The apprenticeship ends with a state test to be licensed. Once workers have that license, they can stay working for the same contractor or travel anywhere in the U.S.
Electricians in Oregon make an average of $70,000 a year. There are about 70 job openings in this industry each year in the Rogue Valley. Again, you don't need a degree. Those with post-secondary training have an advantage in this industry. Youth 715 Ministries provides a number of opportunities for kids who have faced challenges. They currently have a program called 715 VO Tech. It's a 12-week program that focuses on carpentry, automotive, or welding. The program also focuses on resume and job placement.
We know that young people, many of them, academics is not the future, and so that's where we want to offer them vocational training skills. Along with that, in our community, there are literally thousands of jobs in the vocational trades that are going unfilled.
Well, the program is designed to help young adults and has plans to expand with its offers in the coming months. Carpenters can make an average of $49,000 a year in Oregon. There are about 125 openings each year in the Rogue Valley. Typical entry-level education for a carpenter is a high school diploma. People with post-high school training usually have an advantage in that industry.
Having skilled workers in Southern Oregon affects more than just employers. A local economist says it also plays a part in the rising housing prices. This is a look at the number of construction workers in the Rogue Valley by age and by year. Now, that peak about 2/3 of the way in is the number of older workers rebounding after the recession. It was more than the number of young workers, and that's the green line you see at the bottom. They say having fewer workers means fewer building projects, which means there's a housing shortage. It means rental prices go up and may drive younger workers away.
So then you're in this situation where if it's not affordable to live here and other people move away, where is our labor supply going to be coming from then if we can't keep our young people here?
He adds employers rate 3 main things as the problems when it comes to hiring: getting enough applicants, getting qualified applicants, and finding people who are not deterred by what may be unfavorable working conditions. He adds it can take 4 to 6 years to get people trained to fill these skilled jobs.
Some students find their calling in CTE classes. South Medford High School officials recently finished an outdoor construction classroom. Medford superintendent says 92% of students in classes like these finish school. He's heard stories about kids at South Medford who started the electrical or plumbing classes and weren't sure they'd enjoy them. But after taking the class, they decided to make those trades their careers. These classes can be especially important to engage students who might not succeed in so-called traditional high school classes.
When in fact, they're some of the most valuable and viable programs for kids to get them through high school and give them a skill set that they can pursue potentially after school.
Dr. Shoemate says the school will continue to add classes. They're planning to build a classroom that mimics the healthcare clinic so the students can learn in a real-life environment. There can be a stigma around attending a trade school instead of going to a four-year university. And coming up in the next 5 minutes, we'll explain why people enrolled in technical programs can actually be more successful than those on a traditional path.
Schools are always trying different ways to get students interested in career and technical education. Coming up, we'll tell you about an event helping kids see all the opportunities they have within STEM and technical trade fields. And on our website, kdrv.com, look for the Skilled to Work page. We've put links to several companies looking to hire skilled workers. You can find that information on the right side of the page.
This is a special presentation of NewsWatch 12, Skilled to Work, a closer look.
It's been nearly 3 years since Oregon voters passed Measure 98, the high school success measure.
It passed with 65% of voter support. Now, it allowed Oregon Department of Education to disperse $170 million this year to high schools. The money is meant to support dropout prevention, career and technical education, and college-level education opportunities.
A project at Eagle Point High School is the first project to be launched from its new technology center. The center was completed earlier this year. It gives students an opportunity to learn things like computer coding, network systems, and cybercrime. The school has several 3D printers and laser cutters. Students are using those in the first project created in this new wing. Students are making labels for a new wine at Red Lily Vineyard. One student in the project said this new space is the reason for her current career goal.
So that's why I decided to do something related to technology and like Photoshop.
The funding for this space came from Measure 98.
There can be a stigma around attending community college or learning a trade instead of going to a four-year university. As part of the wine label project at Eagle Point, students are also creating wine caddies. The new wine will be unveiled in May, and one student says some of his friends don't understand the project or why he's chosen to be part of it.
I know a lot of people think it's nerdy, it's like a stereotype, but it's very fun. It's a very good career path to go down.
According to the Association for Career and Technical Education, the average high school graduation rate for students concentrating on CTE is 93%, compared to the national freshman graduation rate of just 80%.
Local schools are always trying different things to get students interested in career and technical education, or CTE. Take, for example, the STEMathlon. It's held every year. The whole purpose of this day is to help kids see all the opportunities within STEM and technical trade fields. It shows students they can get a good paying job in growing industries, many of which only require a 2-year degree.
We really are trying to focus and create some excitement around some of the things that they're already being introduced to in the high school and get them into college as soon as possible.
This year's STEMathlon offered diesel tech for the first time. Devin Robinson is a North Medford High School student. He grew up hanging around his dad's auto repair shop. Robinson says this event was the first time he's been able to learn in depth about the industry.
So it seemed like a really great opportunity to kind of get my foot in the door a little early.
After high school, Devin says he'd like to go into an automotive program and keep the family tradition alive. For high school students interested in pursuing a CTE program at a community college in Oregon, the Morris Family Foundation can help. The foundation offers 1- to 2-year scholarships for students who graduate from Jackson County school districts. To find information on the scholarship as well as links to the application, head to the Skilled to Work section on kdrv.com.
About 30 students are preparing for a future and skilled work program at the Road Community College. It's similar to the excitement around a student signing with a college to play a sport, but instead it's to build excitement around committing to a future in manufacturing, welding, computer science, or automotive technology. Transportation employers are expected to hire and train 4.6 million workers in the next decade. That's 1.2 times the current workforce, which is good news for people committing to those programs.
Hot metal, that's my favorite part. I mean, it looks cool, it's really easy to work with, it's a good time.
Welding is an in-demand job right now. Up next, we'll tell you about local programs teaching students with the latest technology and equipment and how much you can expect to earn straight out of high school.
On our website, kdrv.com, on the Skill to Work page, you can find a whole list of CTE programs for every school district and for every local community college.
This is a special presentation of NewsWatch 12, Skilled to Work, a closer look.
A certification program or associate's degree can give you an advantage in the trade industry.
Our region is home to 5 colleges that can help you with that extra training. Oregon Tech University in Klamath Falls offers 28 degree programs. Southwestern Oregon Community College has a campus in Brookings. Road Community College has campuses in Grants Pass and Medford. And there's Klamath Community College in Klamath Falls. And the College of the Siskiyous is in Weed.
College of the Siskiyous has a 2-year welding program that offers both the academic and hands-on skills in order to advance in that career. The program's instructor describes welding as a process that uses heat and electricity to melt metals. He adds that College of the Siskiyous has received enough money over the last few years to build the program up and get the latest welding technology currently used in that industry.
The technology is advancing so rapidly, if these students aren't trained in the latest technologies, then they're going to be left behind in the workforce.
The program's instructor says welding can lead students into different fields, from pipeline to powerhouses, even aerospace, all high-paying and in-demand jobs with great benefits. Welders can make an average of $45,000 a year in Oregon. That's about 500 openings each year in the state. Typically, entry-level education for a welder is a high school diploma. People with post-high school training usually have an advantage in that industry. 40 students at Mazama High School signed up for the STEM and M program this year.
It's a 4-year program. It partners with the Oregon Institute of Technology. It focuses on a group of career paths in the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine industries. Getting into the program is not easy. Students had to submit transcripts, 3 letters of recommendation, and an application essay.
I'm really nervous because I know it's like a super big commitment and all that, but I'm excited because I want to pursue a medical career, so I think it's going to help me a lot and guide me towards that goal.
The program's rigorous and it requires college coursework along with high school classes. The hard work does come with some perks. Students get a Chromebook during the program and more than $9,000 in scholarships from OIT.
Most of our coverage tonight has focused on high school and college students, but CTE programs can start as early as elementary school. We'll show you what these younger kids are learning about.
NewsWatch 12's commitment to skilled to work programming goes beyond this special presentation. Coming up, we'll tell you how you can learn more. And on our website, kdrv.com, look for the Skilled to Work page. We've put links to several apprenticeship opportunities. You can find that by going to the right-hand side of the screen as you scroll down. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is a special presentation of NewsWatch 12, Skilled to Work, a closer look.
As you've seen over the past 30 minutes, high schools and local businesses are making a push to get teenagers interested in trade skills.
Some say it needs to start at a younger age. Kennedy Elementary School recently got a donation to buy snap circuit kits throughout Chevron's Fuel Your School program. The kits teach kids how to build working electrical and engineering models. With the kits, one class learned how to build a light switch. We'll continue to bring you information on programs that focus on skilled job training, as well as opportunities for you to get your foot in the door. Watch NewsWatch 12 at 6 every Tuesday for a new report. The full reports will also be posted to kdrv.com on the Skilled to Work page.
Thanks for joining us for the NewsWatch 12 Skilled to Work special.
And to learn more about any of the career fields, programs, or events we've talked about during this special, head to our website. And when you get to the homepage, find the Features tab, scroll on down to Skilled to Work, and there you can find full links to all of the CTE stories we've covered here on NewsWatch 12. Plus, sign up to receive our weekly newsletter about skilled to work opportunities and advancements in our region.